Hello again! Today I'm here with a how-to video. This is my favorite daytime look for dewy, glowing skin. So I'm starting with a naked face and I'm going to prime my skin using a moisturizer. I'm using the Glossier Buildable Priming Moisturizer, which I love because it's so light but also very moisturizing. And then I'm going to take a little arnica gel on my ring finger so I don't tug on that gentle skin. For me, bags under the eyes are a big problem, and so I just like to prep that skin really well. The Bare Minimalist Complexion Rescue is my favorite daytime foundation. It's got this hydrating gel formula, and you'll notice when I put it on, it's a little bit darker than my skin tone because I have these freckles, so I have to pick a color that's in between the color of my skin and my freckles. But it's a super sheer, really glowing, very, very light coverage with SPF. And so I just take that foundation blush and I blend and I blend and I blend and I blend until all that discoloration is eliminated, but you can still see the freckles through it. I think it looks weird if you gray out the freckles. Then I take the Bare Skin Under Eye Concealer and I just make these little dots underneath my eyes, extending all the way down to the cheekbone. And this is a trick I learned from watching online videos. I take my beauty blender and my favorite mist, this is the Glossier mist, and I just douse that sponge, and then I'm going to take it and I'm just going to blend upwards in a V from the cheekbone, pushing that color up into the lower lash line. And what this does is it kind of creates an optical illusion so that those bags really disappear. But again, very gentle. You want to press, not rub. So just tap that color in. This is the NARS Illuminating Concealer. People are crazy about it. I'm using a super light color called Vanilla, and I'm actually highlighting the face here. So this is not so much about coverage, it's more about creating kind of lighter pockets on my face so that it kind of gives the right contour, changes the shape of the face. And I'm going to add a little bit more on the tip of my nose because I like how that kind of sharpens the bridge of the nose. This is the Well People bronzing stick, and I like it for daytime because the stick is so easy. You just go zh, zh, and then you take your beauty blender and you smudge it up and it looks really natural. It's also an organic product, which I like. And I just like to make sure that I am feeling my cheekbones as I'm doing it because you never know where your cheekbones are when you make that fish face. You kind of gotta feel for it. This is the Bobbi Brown Highlighting Cream. Somebody gave this to me and I am obsessed with it. And you only need the tiniest, tiniest, tiniest little drop. And I like to put it on the back of my hand. And then I take it with my fingers and just blend it into the tops of the cheekbones, making this little C shape up into the brow bone. And I do it before I put the powder on because I think it lasts longer. It gives that shimmer that I'm putting on next a place to stay in. Bow of the lips to make my lips look fuller. And then I take a soft brush and this Bobbi Brown Strobing palette in this pale pink and just really lightly trace over the area where I put that cream. And then blend, 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 so it's natural, a little bit on the inner quarters of the eye. Give myself that candlelight glow. And then I mist again. And the mist feels great, it smells great, it's moisturizing, and it also sets your makeup so it'll last for longer. And then to finish, I like to take the brow mascara and just kind of fill in my brows. I've got some spots there. Make sure that it's kind of as thick and glossy as it can possibly be. And then I take that highlighter powder again and I use the highlighting powder on the upper and lower part of the brow bone to just make sure I have a nice clean line. Kind of sets that brow in place. And then I finish with the gloss, and today I decided to try this crazy yellow looking gloss, which looks insane in the package, but when you put it on, it actually just kind of tones out the pink in my lips and gives me more of a nude look. Very natural, good for daytime. So that's it. That's my daytime face, and I'll be coming back with more videos soon, so follow my channel.